Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back where we stack chips. Thanks for joining us for another video. Let's get right into it, man. This week, it's been a crazy week so far.
For sure. Hey,
Choppy
Onyx is
one.
hot right It's hot right now. It's hot right now.
I mean, they're all over the place.
Yeah, man. If y'all
I'm in
checked out
Apple
the
right
last,
now. I'm hot in Apple right now. I'm still in Apple. Hell, Apple.
hey, we gonna get to it, man. If y'all checked out the last video on Sunday before the week started, so we dropped a video on Sunday to get you ready for the week, get you prepared, checking out what's going on in the market. We went through what was going on this week as far as data, as far as earnings, um, and we went through some charts. So I'm gonna let you get your shit off, Riley. But like Apple was one that Riley really hit on the head, like the nail on the head with the charts, calling it out, giving out points for you guys. Like you really could have ran it up on this show.
It was a nice slow run. That joint ran. I was like, yeah, I seen it. The charts was looking good. I think it still had a gap to fill. So we took advantage of that every time. So good trade.
So kind of walk us back through that trade because I feel like the people want to know why you took the trade. I know you went through it on the last video, but as a recap, kind of what you saw to where it's at now.
I'm pulling up my charts now. They want to say. What date was that? That was what? What was the date on that?
On that
2
video?
days ago. 27. All right, yeah, bet. All right, I'm about to put it up. G14 classified stuff out here. All right, bet. So right here, this one I seen. This really where I seen what we talked about on let me draw some things for you, bring something up for y'all. So right here, this is Monday. This is what we was looking at Monday. So everything we seen on Monday, we kind of marked these liquidity levels right here. Like we seen, as you can see, we kind of marked it right here. And then we marked it again up here earlier. We labeled them liquidity levels right there. So we already knew where she wanted to go. And then this is where we seen the trade. This is where she was before on the 20th. We got in right here. This was around our entry. Well, that's pretty much.
What chart is this?
This is Apple on the 15th, and this is Monday. This is when we talked about it right here. So this is when we discussed Apple, and this is when we got in our entry. Like I said, we already kind of knew where it was going. We already had identified on the last chart that it was going right here, and it was going right here, and we just wanted to be patient. So like I said, when we came a little closer in here, we go a little closer on that chart. Hold this out the way for you. As you can see, we waited for that FEG, our fair value gap, like we discussed too as well. Off the open, it bounced up, beautiful, came back for a retest, and then that's when we got in. And then you see as it came in, it ended on a good day, and then we held. And then as it continued, it hit our first target, and we can pull out for you. Like I said, it hit our first liquidity level, which is right here on the open. And then it hit our second liquidity level on the very next day. And then as we get in today, I waited because as we pass through a liquidity level, that liquidity then becomes support. It becomes a new support. So then once again, I waited today. This is pre-market. All this is pre-market. So pre-market, it just tanked, came down just as expected. It didn't hold over pre-market, but like I said, it still wants to get back to that liquidity level. And then it bounced low. Nice again, came back to another FEG gap that we seen today. And now we're in here for another 240, potentially even more, as you can see, because it wants even more liquidity now that it's past the next liquidity.
I had a question for y'all because this was on the money for real. Like looking at the chart, is this something that y'all would rather day trade or swing trade or, buy and hold? When I say swing trade, like you buy it one day and don't sell it maybe for the next day or a couple of days. What y'all think?
It kind of depends on where, like I said, it kind of just depends where that liquidity is just resting. So like for instance, this trade, since we knew Like, ultimately, it wants to get us back up here. That's the big boss. It's the big boss. This where a whole lot of money's sitting at. This is where all the money's at. So it'll drop. And that was on the 25th of January. We took that trade on Monday, 27th. So with that being said, like you said, just kind of day trade, swing trade, I personally like to take 2 weeks out, 2 week contracts. And that way I don't get caught between, like we said, if it goes the other way, my losses aren't as big. You know what I mean? They're manageable. But my gains are just as good. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely always kind of winging. But since this week is earnings and we kind of talked about it, I'm playing a little risky this week. So I'm in. So let's get it. You know what I mean?
Well, spot on. To another one. So Tesla is another company that reported earnings today. If you're on the Discord, you would have saw I took some calls on this, some weekly calls.
Was you trying to see extend the after hours?
Yeah.
Go to the bottom of that where it says on the chart where the screw at, where February. Yeah, right there. Click that, and then click more settings, and then click.
No, you just go hit
symbol. Go click symbol at the top there, right there. And then click session, and then click extended trading hours. Yeah.
In the future, you see the E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all just put me on game, yeah. We played calls on Tesla. I want to see how it's going to react to it tomorrow, but we played 440 calls. They're out of the money, obviously, but like Tesla, the options, the premium on them jumps move because it's such a volatile stock. So like for a 430 call, it was like $4, right? And it's been hovering around that price, even with the downtrend on the day today. So like it's been hovering around $3.50, $4, even coming down to what it closed, was the low, 384. But we played calls, and here's why. Kind of had that conversation, Riley, last call about what they're doing around autonomous vehicles, the robotics. They got a lot of stuff going on over there with energy. So while the vehicle production numbers was down, and I think they missed on everything, but the stock still ran up because they got so much going on, man. It's
like
I
said, it doesn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just
price precedes news.
You know what I mean? It's more like intrinsic value. It's not really, you know what I mean? Like we said, the sales is terrible. Nobody's driving no Teslas no more. Nobody driving no. You don't see them no more. Like they be beat up and hit. You know what I mean? They like 15,000. Like what?
On the side of the road.
You know what I mean? So it's
the resale 15, yeah.
You know, it's terrible. So it's like, it ain't about the sales. It's about like he's standing next to the president. You know what I mean? Like that's enough right there. Like every time you see the president, you see Elon right there. So like that enough as a shareholder, that's enough for me. I don't care what you guys, you know what I mean? Like at least for 1 year. All right, y'all been walking around campaigning and whatever. Y'all been kicking it, you know?
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on with the autonomous vehicle stuff. Talking about the regulation is like the next hurdle. Because if you've ridden in the Tesla, you know they drive themselves pretty much already. But because of the regulation, the red tape, and the government, they're not going to allow them to just allow Teslas to drive themselves right now. So he's probably in Trump ear trying to get some deregulation around this industry so that robo-taxis can drop, SMEs can drop. I know Keith is in the trucking industry, And when them semis drop, that's going to be a game changer because trucking industry is always looking for drivers. And now they got self-driving trucks.
I think, like you said, it's gonna come down to that legislation. You know, it's just what the laws around it gonna look like, because that's you know what I mean. That's the big scare. Like they be around here in the city, you know, just driving around like the I forgot the W joints, the ones that was out in San Francisco. Waymo, yeah, they out here. So people just driving them, kind of like just getting the data of the city and stuff. But like, I don't know, man. You just gotta train it. Like this is just a part of, like, you know what I mean? Like this. Unfortunately, like, this what comes with testing. On them, it's things break. So it's all about, I think, once they get the liability behind it, it's all hell gonna break loose.
For today, I'm gonna go pivot to
Microsoft,
IBM.
IBM to the moon. Sheesh.
Yeah, IBM went crazy.
That's
And
hours. That's crazy.
Metalhold?
on Sunday, I was shitting on Microsoft, yo.
Yeah,
I was like, I would stay away from this. And
he
but
did.
y'all gonna have to go to the video to check it out. But yeah, man, it just goes to show, like, they hit on some parts of the earnings, like they beat, but it was that Azure, I don't even know how to say it, the cloud
Azure.
revenue. Yeah, that portion of their business. So
I mean, but if you look at the numbers, they barely missed. It's not like they were off. You know what I'm saying? Really, Microsoft, for real, they're in the league of their own.
they are.
When it comes to open AI and all of that. And they opened up an investigation against what's the Chinese people? DeepSeek.
DeepSeek. Yeah.
I mean,
So they
Microsoft.
They got an open investigation against them that they stole their technology or their information, their data, their IP addresses and stuff like that.
I mean, I would imagine Microsoft we should have seen that coming with NVIDIA, because, like, although NVIDIA is like the chip, DeepSeek is also a competitor to Microsoft, like you said, you know what I'm saying, because of the open chat GPT, bro. Like they said like, pretty much these American AIs and chat GPT and what Microsoft is doing, it makes them really look bad. Like, really, like, I'm gonna try to put it in layman terms. Like, for the most part, what I think why it, like, this stock went like this is because, say you're a shareholder of a company, and NVIDIA, like, right, they're buying the chips that power a product for you. Like, hey, y'all is the chips that power this product for us. And then a competitor comes out of nowhere, and pretty much NVIDIA is charging a lot of money to produce Chat GPT and all these AI things. Pretty much NVIDIA is taxing Microsoft. And then another competitor out of nowhere, and to power their chips is something like a laptop gaming. Like, it's like so cheap compared to an NVIDIA chip. Like, it's pretty much like a laptop gaming computer can power that shit. And it's open source. So it's like, why am I invested in something that's paying billions to manufacture and keep going, but this shit is on the nickels and dimes, you know what I'm saying, to run and keep run servers and stuff. It's so cheap. It's so, you know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
Listen,
But I'm going to say the reason why this don't drop is because they're not realizing the profit from their AI investment yet. Like you said, from buying all those chips and stuff like that, they're not seeing the profit from it. Like, on the last video, I'm like, they're not charging to use their agents, like their AI
Exactly.
agents. They just giving it away for free. But when you use a chat GPT, they're going to charge you for that. Charge you a premium to use the different functions within ChatGPT monthly. And if you want the fast response rate, it's going to be a little bit more. If you want something slower, or it's tiered. So Microsoft isn't doing that right now. They're not realizing like a profit from their AI business right now based off of the amount they're spending.
They got the it's not enough, like they just got low and high. It's a $20 tier and a $200 tier. And it's like,
Has the DeepSeek CEO or anybody from their company came out and spoke on their accomplishment yet? Or is this
what
all been
accomplishment?
the fact that their achievements for cheap prices? They're doing they're doing with all these. They're doing with Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia. They're doing what these companies are doing for less, but
Yeah.
nobody never came out and proved that. Nobody never came out and spoke on it. So it's all speculative right now.
I know I have been seeing
It's been
videos
It's
floating
been 3
around
days.
online of people using it and like comparing it to like a Chat GPT and like what it can and cannot do. And what I've seen is that when there's a lot of people using it at the same time, the junk just break down
Yeah.
because they
I'm
don't have
pretty
the
sure.
infrastructure to. It's like it was number one on the App Store. I'm not downloading it, giving my data to China, but like people are downloading it, using it, trying it out. It's open source, so they want to kind of see the code that's going on behind the scenes, so they can copy it.
Mhm.
And
Like
that
it's
was
pretty
whole.
much, I feel like it's pretty much just giving, like it's pretty much saying, giving it to the public, like here, take this code and you can build your own Chat GPT.
Here's another
Pretty
thing.
much.
How is it the number one downloaded app? And people just found out about it Sunday night, Monday.
They pushing it
Shit,
on the news and
who?
everything.
Yeah, now, but it was the number one downloaded app Sunday night, Monday. It just hit Main Street Monday. You know what I'm saying? So people just found out retail, regular consumers, people that's really not into the stock market, just finding out about it. So how is it the number one downloaded app?
Cause everybody like, it's probably
Who's downloading it?
I think it's more like a server thing, like with that, because like that's like almost like when a rapper dropped his album and he just dropped his album, so he number
And
one.
that's
You know what I
bots,
mean?
and there's
Yeah.
bots
He just
included
number
with
one
that.
today. But then like when you check that bitch in a week, he nowhere near the, you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of people, so many people was downloading at one time, it just became the number one app probably for X amount of, you know what I mean? Like we would have to like you say, like probably like track that to really see if that holds some weight. You know what I mean? Like let's see, like at the end of the month. I mean, like at the end of February.
I just think it's more to the story. It's a lot more to the story. Cause if you got the number one downloaded app and you ain't come on CNN, you ain't come on Bloomberg, you ain't come on, you know what I'm saying?
The
Promoting
Well,
your
CEO did
business.
do an interview. He did.
Who?
Yeah,
It's on YouTube. He did a little interview talking about
He did an
what they
interview with who?
doing. CNBC, one of
Okay.
the
I have
networks.
to check.
Yeah,
I have to check.
y'all
I
good
know
on
they
Microsoft.
got open investigation going on.
Jump over to this show, Meta. Meta has been making moves. They said some stuff about DeepSeek too, how they are in talks with them and using them for advertising, for their different brands that advertise on Meta. Pretty much everybody. Meta ran up to all-time high. We keep talking about the Meta glasses because I swear everybody rocking them jaws now.
yeah.
I went to a wedding and
How
somebody
long do
had
they
them jaws
record?
on.
How much recording time do you get?
Sure. Y'all got any more on Meta?
I mean, Meta's super bullish, yo, because it's like they are leading. I feel like they be playing behind people back with AI stuff too, so ain't no telling how long they already knew about DeepSeek or anything. For real, for real. Like Meta give me I don't trust you vibes, so it's like it's always great for stuff like that because you never know what they up to, and you never know what they not doing, what they don't have their hands at. You know what I mean? So super bullish on Meta. Everybody, it's the OG, you know, social media.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
the OG.
like,
Well, MySpace is the OG for real.
well, you know what I mean. You right.
But before we go forward, Microsoft, this looks like a good dip buy opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. The
Long
technicals of
term.
Microsoft are still strong.
Yeah. So this is definitely something on my watch list for tomorrow, as well as Meta. I would definitely be looking at some options tomorrow, upwards of 710 to
Bro,
play.
how you like to play? You like to play lottos?
I like to
So
play
like
weeklies.
when
So
I
my
say I'm talking about all right, say look at Meta, move there. Okay, let's look at stock real quick. What you
Nah, we can stay with Meta. I was going to transition to Reddit because it's
Okay, so
like,
you see like it's at 692, right?
yeah.
So do you would play like a 710?
So it depends, right? So I'm always waiting. So tomorrow we got data,
Yeah.
right, in the morning. And then I base everything off of SPY. So I'm always looking at SPY. What's SPY doing? Is SPY green? So SPY green, like pretty much the Mag 7 is probably going to be green. What we've been seeing lately is SPY's been green and stocks like Apple have been red, right? So that could all change with Apple earnings tomorrow. You never know. But when I'm playing options, what I look for is momentum and the chart. So that's not something I would hold, something I would swing. That's something I would get in, I would get out, right? When it opened, I look for a level of support. Once it hits that support, I might get in, I might get out. I might not play it, right? But here goes another stock, Reddit, another social media company that has just been going straight up for real.
Overbought. So overbought.
But
Like a motherfucker.
it's
Definitely
sharp.
in that
It's been going
territory.
straight up. And it reports next
Well,
month, February.
Baba, pull up Baba. Yeah, I missed this one. Hey, I missed Baba. This one was on my watch list. All right, Baba, we got resistance at 101.37. And if you pull up the RSI, you'll see that jump. Crazy overbought. 101.37. Hit that jump perfectly, too. Hit it perfectly, too.
What you think about Baba?
Short.
It's a Chinese stock, so I'm staying away from Chinese stocks right now.
Man, it's a
That's why
double bottom though.
you short the Chinese economy. Baba ain't got nothing going on.
Speaking of Baba, here goes Shopify.
Shop.
Shop. I think I put Shop in the chat this week. I had some 115 calls or something like that. Like right now, I would look for Shop to break 120, right? We break 120, I'm going to be looking to buy calls. That's a big support for right there. I keep this one on your watch list. This don't look good. Who invested in it? Nancy Pelosi.
Let's see why.
Tim's AI. Did some research on this job. Figure out what they about.
If you want 68.
That's a good play right there. Good.
Yeah, it's already in. You can just buy that blindly and just
Buy it and hold it.
for real.
What else happened? We already talked about Apple. They report tomorrow. Intel reports tomorrow too. That's Northern Lights. What's Intel?
What about the banks, man? What's going on with the bank? Cutting rates, man. I don't think no, he's not cutting rates. I think he's saying keeping them the same.
I'm watching for Dell. To make a bounce.
Dell.
Look like it's coming.
Dell.
So
I want them to break that low. They break that low.
it's a lot of liquidity right there, man. Shit.
I'm looking for RSI divergence. Get an RSI divergence, and then I'll be a buyer.
Psych level, right there. Last time it dipped under it, ran back up. Here goes a.
So do you buy just stocks of this, or you buying options of it?
So I'm buying straight stocks, straight common stock, a beat. Here's why, right? I'm gonna hold this probably till Elon dropped the news that autonomous vehicles got the green light. They own parking infrastructure. So I don't know if they're gonna get bought out or what, but
just makes sense.
It makes sense. And the chart looked good. We got a bottom at $3. right? Pretty much. I bought in at 427. I'm trying to see $10. And then I'll probably say, y'all laughing, but these be the plays you just buy and you just wait. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And then the next day, damn, I got $10,000 in my account to one of my babies.
Making steps. Got the ladder going on.
But that DeepSeek news took everything in that sector out, even VST.
You see that goddamn. Yeah. They ain't gonna never forget that day.
That y'all gonna climb back though, for sure. Close
For
this
sure.
gap.
For sure. What's that?
Look at some long dated calls.
I'm gonna look for that. BSC, that looks good.
What y'all got? Fed. And we got PCE tomorrow.
Too much. Wait for see if these gaps get filled on ES. These my two main levels. That gap fill on ES and the VIX. That 16.4 level. So whichever one could break first. The way things looking, I was like, I'll probably short that gap fill on ES. But at the same time, since that Monday drop from the DeepSeek news, I mean, we've been making higher lows, sort of kinda higher highs, barely, but it's short-lived, but we're making higher highs.
Talking about the VIX.
Nah, ES, S&P, SPY. Yeah, my main levels on the S&P would be that gap fill, that 6,122.50, and 6,000 to 5,990. Those my main levels I'll probably be looking at. Other than that, just riff-raff. That's all it's doing is chopping around.
Yeah,
It's
today
all
was
over the
choppy.
place.
That was yeah, man.
What's
That's
going
why I
on?
wasn't trading early. I knew it was gonna be chopped until Powell said something, or these earnings popped off.
I'm just kind of beating myself up because I went against the grain. I didn't stick to my own plan. I ain't locking my profits on Microsoft. I don't like taking losses. Even though I got time to hold it, and like I said, the technicals of Microsoft, that shit's still solid. Even right now in the extended hours or the after hours. Well, it's closed now, but on where it's bouncing at after hours, I can't see it on that.
Man, this has been a buy the dip type of market though. It always is.
And so Microsoft, I mean, even on extended hours, we bouncing in my demand zone. I mean, technical so still solid. My target was the supply. You didn't get there. First target was the trend line. Didn't get there either. But like I said, we bouncing off this demand. It blew through that one. I also got a trend line right here. It's kind of respecting, but this demand zone for sure getting respected. I got February 7th calls. I don't got no reason to sell. Especially when the chart not telling me to.
Man, I got one for y'all. Shop.
Socks.
We'll go back to shop, Shopify. I want to see what these contracts are. I'm going to be looking tomorrow at buying Shopify calls around that 120 area. And I'm going to buy it for, Feb 14? I think that's the date. Options change. Yeah, I'm looking at, Feb 14 calls.
So you want to break of this? That's the all-time high? Yeah.
What's the all-time high?
120 you talking about? 120?
Yeah, I'm looking for that 120 break.
That's all-time high.
Probably so.
No, it's not. Shop don't look bad.
See?
I didn't even know I had all this going on.
There we go. Yeah, me either.
I didn't know I had all this shit marked up here. Damn, look at that trend line. I didn't even know I had all of this. Shit bounced perfectly.
Says on point.
I didn't even know I had it jump up here. Yeah, definitely look decent.
I'm looking at the 130. I think we can get to that 130 range. The buy earning.
Well, when was this? Dang, this
by the Feb 14th or the Feb 7th.
We ain't been this high since 22.
Feb 7th are 30 cents. Feb 7th, 130s look nice to me. 30 cents.
Earnest on this 11th. That's crazy.
Tomorrow I'm going to be looking to buy them Jones. 30 cents to $1.50. make 300, 400% on it. I need to see that 120 break. I'll see that.
Yep. That 120 got a break. Got action. What you call it, Riley?
Definitely goddamn.
What you call it? What you
Jimmy
call
A.
this? What you be calling this stuff right here?
It's resistance.
No, I mean technically
Nah,
yeah, but
you talking about the fair value gap,
not gap. The liquidity.
liquidity. Yeah. Nah, it's a so right there, like go back, space it out again. Right there. So back it up right there. So you see at the top where you see, keep going to the left. Yeah, them two top right there, that double top. It's a lot of money right there. So it's probably gonna go right past that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Shot probably a good buy. When they make a double top like that, it's a lot of money sitting up there. And it's just coming back to that, like just like Bert said, coming into his earnings in February. Yeah, so Shop got some shit going on right now. So Shop is definitely a good buy for a good hold in February in the earnings right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like seeing that double top right now, yeah. Just take it like a 2-week out contract and hold. Valentine's Day, you got something nice for your bitch.
Hey, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, I'm looking at those for tomorrow.
Roadblock. What I'm seeing in Roadblock. Oversold. I keep saying oversold. Overbought.
Yeah, Roblox kind of doing its own thing right now.
Supply zone. So we got a lot of liquidity right here. Get on my boy Linga. Overbought territory. I don't know. I'm still a coin believer. Still believe in coin.
Hey,
Think coin get this shit together. I also think it's being manipulated right now. I don't like how that shit look. That extended hour bullshit. Oil doing a song. Slick double bottom really.